XPR, Proton. It's the light dive that you've been waiting and requesting me to do. So it's finally here, the chosen one. So, welcome to CryptoCurrent. I'm your host, CryptoRick. So today we're going to be doing a light dive on Proton XPR. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So what is Proton XPR? The Proton Chain is a layer 1 blockchain. It's a blockchain. And it uses a delegated proof of stake mechanism. In fact, it's actually a forked code or consensus from the EOS blockchain system. Its goal is to harmonize payments and provide a KYC, a know your customer, peer-to-peer payment systems for both companies and individuals using decentralized identity wallets. It's got two primary tokens. The main one is obviously XPR or Proton, and the other one is Proton loans used for lending and borrowing. So the current price of Proton is 0.001 and loan is 0.40. The max supply, there is no max supply of XPR. It's got 10 billion tokens with an inflation of 4 to 5% inflation per year. And that's needed to keep the system stable. But there are some deflationary mechanisms that we will discuss. Loan as well doesn't have a maximum supply, but its total supply is 73 billion. My price prediction for XPR is $100, between 100 and 589 in the next 2 to 5 years, maybe 2 to 3 years, and loan probably could reach 0.01. I'll explain the reasons for this later. What are the features? It's actually very fast. It's 4,000 TPS per second. It's got 0 gas fees. You heard it, 0 gas fees. If you want to send $20, you get $20. So how do they pay for it if there's no gas fees? Well, basically, and I'll explain this in the next couple of slides, if you want to establish an app, you pay as an enterprise for your customers' transactions. You can process microtransactions, so there's no minimum transactions. If you want to send 2 cents, you can send 2 cents. It's got smart contracts tied to WASM, WebAssembly. It's got pretty quick block processing speed, and it uses Proton Scan as the explorer. It's got sub-second finality. So what's the point of the XPR token? It can be used for staking, governance, and voting, as well as other resources. So this is the wallet, or one of the wallets. Now, interestingly, I just wanted to highlight something. You can actually, instead of having a long address, Z123Q, you can actually just put a name. You can put Bob, and when you want to withdraw, you just put Bob, and that's your contract address. So it aims to have what we call wallet sending. So each person has a customizable contract address, and it automatically sends it on the Proton chain. Now this app that they have, the Web Authorization app, doesn't need two-factor authentication. You just sign in with your thumbprint and a password. Obviously, you're given an initial seed phrase, and you can do things like swap directly, stake, and it can house NFTs, and you can, as I mentioned, have your contract address linked to your name. You can also link to other people's names, similar to Venmo or these kind of other ones which are linked to your ID, like Pay ID, etc. And you can see this is how it has 0 gas fees. So if you're an enterprise, you have to pay per month 100,000 XPR. If you want to be a small kind of demo app, you can pay 100 XPR a month. And so they put the payment on the people above, not the consumer. So initially 10 billion was distributed via an airdrop in 2020. Basically, it referred to the Metallicus or the metal ecosystem, the MTL. So people that were holders of the MTL token received airdrops, etc. So we'll discuss the Metallicus system in another video, but it's related to Proton because it's the company and the owner is the same. So there is some deflationary aspects. So every time you mint an NFT or use the atomic asset smart contract, basically it burns. Also, if you use Proton Swap, the fees are burned. So there's a buy and burn. There's also periodic token burns each quarter. That's tracked again with the inflation per year, 4 to 5%. Yeah, Proton has the capability to wrap coins, and it's soon going to be able to actually wrap HBAR, so XHBAR, X Polkadot, or X dot, etc. This is they've got their own DEX, Proton DEX, you can see here, and there's actually 5 NFTs that you can buy. If you pay 500,000 XPR, you get a lifetime DEX key NFT, which entitles you to a lifetime of free trading fees using the DEX. So this is the swap. You can swap whatever token to whatever token. This is the liquidity pools. You can see here there's a good APRs. I think this is the farming, and you can see here all the pools. And this is interesting. You can actually trade tokens with other Proton accounts, so you can do it directly, peer-to-peer. You can even propose trade, and you put the person's name, the account, and yep. Proton loans. So basically, if you hold Proton loans, you can then lend that out, or you can also borrow it. So it's like a borrowing token. You can see here a lot of people have already put in those amounts, and you can lend or borrow. The concept is that you have to over collateralize so that in a decentralized fashion, so that no one gets, I guess, defaulted. And you can see here you get some percentage. So the history of Proton. So it was developed by Metallicus, which is a company which we'll discuss in another video. But it was developed by Metallicus, and its aim is to make cryptocurrency more accessible to everyday consumers. They have developed a compliant, customer-friendly platform for peer-to-peer payments to be friendly. So the owner, or the CEO, I should say, of MetalPay, which is similar to one of the products of Metallicus. So he's the CEO and co-founder of Metal, a payments processing platform that pays people cryptocurrency, etc. He was actually involved with Dogecoin, Stellar Lumens, Block.io, amongst other things. You can see here Chief Marketing Officer of Block.io. You can see here he was a contractor for the Stellar Development Foundation, and he's actually got links with Jed McCaleb and Ripple, which we'll discuss in another video. He tweeted, "Every bank will have its own blockchain, its own stablecoin in XMD, which is their stablecoin, and will run on Metal, which is the token layer 0. That's another blockchain, allowing communication without the need for bridges or costly slow settlement. They interact on XPR, the chain. So one of the Proton chains is called the A chain, kind of similar to how Avalanche has the C chain, to handle cross-chain trading and lending. Goodbye ACH." So this plans to be an ACH killer, basically. And this is a recent tweet, by the way. They've got links which I don't have time to discuss, but EOS, there's links with EOS, and I mentioned that it was a fork of EOS. Block 1 was one of the founding investors of EOS and also of this. They've got 21 validators, which they call the Proton Consortium. It includes EOS, Metal, and other ones. There are some Ripple Visa links and Dogecoin links, but I don't have time to go through this. So I'm going to leave you with this, which is the Proton ecosystem. Now, I just want to give people a teaser for my next video. Some people are stating, and I agree with this, that XPR is the purple stocking on the Riddler. It's the elites have also pre-chosen this. They switched around XRP to XPR and done an inversion. And we will discuss this in another video, but basically this is another chosen coin by the financial elite to power peer-to-peer payment systems. You've seen the Stellar links, you've seen all the links, and we will discuss the purple connotations because Proton's the only purple project. And so it's when the Riddlers say XRP, they actually mean XPR. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. Do check out our CryptoCurrent Discord, links below. We've also created a Proton Council Discord, both free to join. The links will be down below. Yeah, otherwise stay safe, hold the coins, we're all going to make it in the end. Let us surf and ride through the Kali Yuga. If you have any other light dives, do let me know. But otherwise, stay safe and have a good day.